There are several reasons that everybody is commenting on the failure of US hegemony. All of the views are based on the political and worldview on the camp that they are sided with. Assuming that AI could be more independent of any bias, we ask the question to deep seek. And the question is, what is the biggest weakness of USA hegemony? The only issue that could affect this analysis is the data gathered from the internet, which we all know is full of propaganda and partially true news. But here is the response. The biggest weakness of US hegemony lies in the erosion of the liberal international order it helped establish, compounded by internal political polarization and strategic overextension. Here's a breakdown of the key factors. Decline of multilateral leadership. The US has historically relied on alliances and institutions like NATO, the UN, and the World Bank to legitimize its influence. However, recent unilateral actions like withdrawing from the Paris Agreement and the Iran nuclear deal and transactional diplomacy have weakened trust among allies. This undermines collective action and creates space for rivals like China to promote alternative governance models. Internal political polarization. Deep partisan divides lead to inconsistent foreign policy, erratic commitments, and a focus on domestic crises over global leadership. Events like the Capitol riot and systemic issues such as racial inequality and gun violence tarnish the U.S. soft power appeal, reducing its moral authority. Strategic overstretch. Military commitments in multiple regions like the Middle East, Asia-Pacific, and Europe drain resources and public support. Prolonged engagements, such as in Afghanistan, highlight the limits of military power, while China's rise challenges U.S. dominance in economic and technological spheres. Rise of multipolarity. Emerging powers like China, India, and Russia, and regional blocs like the EU and ASEAN increasingly assert autonomy. China's Belt and Road Initiative and Russia's geopolitical maneuvers create competing spheres of influence, fragmenting the US-led order. Economic vulnerabilities. While the U.S. economy remains robust, soaring national debt, income inequality, and reliance on global supply chains expose fragility. China's economic growth and technological advancements in areas like 5G and AI threaten U.S. preeminence. The most critical weakness is the interplay between decaying multilateral legitimacy and internal dysfunction, which erodes the foundation of U.S. hegemony. Without cohesive domestic unity and a renewed commitment to cooperative global leadership, the U.S. risks ceding influence to rising powers and accelerating the transition to a multipolar world.